Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans, right here on the YouTube, the Twitch, and wherever you get your podcasts worldwide. I'm joined tonight by Alicia. How you doing, Alicia?
I'm alive still.
On this
How about
fabulous
you?
Thursday, as we're talking a little TNA tonight, with a lot of things going on. Where there's a lot of NXT invasion talk going on. But we'll kind of hit that in the news. But hopefully, they're just obviously you don't see the Bone Man tonight. He's a little under the weather, so hopefully J Bone gets right back, feeling good, and we'll see him soon. We may have worked him too hard doing a couple news shows yesterday and I guess Saturday night. So he still got a lot of J Bone this week, but he's got the
Yeah.
night off. Uh, do want to thank Dr. Gerbs for the super chat. Madbo Cat, you already know. Can't decide on what you want to pick up. A sample pack and pick your six from the listing is for 6 dram-sized beard oil samplers. So
Gram
the
size.
Madbo Cat, very good. And I know it was during one of our news shows the other day, Alicia, but I know Dr. Gerbs was at the Cannonball show in New
Yes.
Jersey the other day, and it looked like what they raised $40,000. So that's great to see. Wishing obviously Jeff Cannonball the best. I know. I think we've been at some of the same shows that he's been
Oh
on in
yeah.
Pittsburgh in this area,
Him
in
and
North
his
New
wife
Jersey,
Tara.
PA. Yeah, and Tara, yes, for a long time. So definitely
Mhm.
wishing them the best. But welcome everyone that's funneling in right now for the TNA post show review with the TNI crew here as we talk about the September 18th edition of Impact Wrestling on Access TV and TNA Plus. But we will go over a little bit of news first. So no J Bones, so no J Bones news tonight.
Just Bill's
But
news.
yes, so slightly Bill's news.
Bill's news.
Oh, there we go. We got the Bowman is in the chat tonight. Confirmed. Bell's boy. What year are we in? Why did Mr. Anderson show up out of the blue? Well,
Oh yeah, that was wild, huh?
if you know, you know. But if
I
you're
don't
talking
know.
about Mr. Anderson,
Uh, uh,
he's one of those.
oh,
That was his old gimmick for a while. But
Anderson.
no, he lives in the Minnesota area, so
Uh,
made a lot of that. Like he was local, but I've always been a Mr. Anderson fan, so I was glad to see Mr. Anderson show up. But we'll get more into that as we go over the show.
yeah.
Mr. Anderson. Wait for it. Anderson.
Oh, he does echo. I didn't remember that part of it.
But before we get too far down in the news, because it was J-Bone and myself that did some late random pop-up shows this week. I did want to get Alicia's opinion, since she was not here, on what has been the talk of the wrestling world the last couple days, and that is on Tuesday's NXT. And I know you don't watch, which is fine. A lot
You
of the
want my opinion?
TNI faithful do not. However, there was an angle that was done where the NXT champion Obafemi, who we saw face Moose a while back, was a match was made for next Tuesday in Florida
Yeah.
at NXT, where it will be Obafemi versus TNA champion Trick Williams.
Okay.
But the stipulation is it's for both belts.
Yeah.
So one person should be coming out with both titles on Tuesday. And this got the TNA locker room, staff, fans, they went off during the homecoming show of NXT on Tuesday on the social media platform. Everybody from Lish Edwards to Tom Hannafin to Ingrid, everybody going off on like that no TNA roster member is in like that an NXT roster member is getting this shot to take the TNA belt back or not. So and jumping ahead of Mike Santana for Bound for Glory.
Isn't that the whole point of putting the belt on the line? Is that whoever has got the belt determines the match, right?
There you
Because they
go.
did
Oh,
this
look
with
at
AEW too. Like, let's not
there
forget
was
that Kenny Omega
no the whole
had the belt,
Spider angle. Yeah, that's definitely
and
part of it.
then I believe what was it? Christian's the one who finally took it from him, and
Well,
then someone had
eventually,
to
but it
win it back
wasn't.
from NXT from Christian. So like,
Yeah, a guy that had a history in TNA, but was not a roster member. So it's like maybe that's why they're leaning into this because people like myself and
yeah.
others didn't like
Well,
how that panned out.
they're clearly leaning into an invasion.
And that's what everyone's thinking. This Tuesday on the CW with NXT, the implication is TNA could show up in an invasion angle this Tuesday. So are you thinking that's going to happen from what you've heard or what you
from past
could
experience, because let's not forget, I was alive and kicking and watching wrestling when WCW invaded WWE after Shane McMahon bought the company.
Oh, like, and who could lead it? Could it be Eric Young? Could he cleanse NXT?
I don't think he's of sound mind to do that. He's a little confused right now about
maybe a little nut, as Mayor says. He's a little nutty.
He's a little pistachio.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
We all go a little pistachio sometimes. I don't know, probably not. I think Steph DeLander is pretty much on the charge for that. That's the only because I don't have Twitter or anything because that place is a hellscape. But that's the only message someone like copied and pasted it and posted on like Instagram or Facebook or something. Like her comment about the invasion. It's like, oh yeah, we'll see about that. It's like, well,
yeah, and then I see how critical. The other sticking point is that Trick outright said he won't defend the belt for 50 days and turns around and decides to put the belt on the line for somebody who works elsewhere. Getting that heat, getting that heel heat.
But was he specific? He won't do it for 50 days for TNA.
Well, that's obviously what he did not say that.
He's a heel,
precisely.
Right? I don't
Oh,
watch
he's a heel.
The show
he's like, I ain't
on,
doing
so.
it. Well, he came to TNA and he said, I ain't defending it till Bound for Glory. Like, well, 50 days.
Yeah,
And
okay,
TNA made it Bound for Glory. But yeah, so yeah, well, now what's stopping him from going? Hey, at least he's defending the belt. People were criticizing him for not defending the belt. But oh yeah, this got everybody's all riled up.
Everybody's hot to try it.
Everyone's going crazy. Plus, they were also unhappy earlier in the night, as CJ Martin points out, was complaining that TNA talent wasn't on Homecoming. They weren't invited. Although that, I think, was just being playful, banter by some TNA roster members. I wouldn't get too crazy. But
I can't click any of the comments. So.
Oh, what comment do you want?
Mirror.
Oh, Mayor. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yes,
addressed to Alicia.
No. We don't live there anymore in Nostalgia Hall, okay? This is the new era.
Can we still get Gilbert?
The new era of younger superstars. It's not.
We can't live in 25 years ago.
It's B-side WWE we're going up against, so we're not going to get those names.
Ooh, The shade. The
So bye.
shade.
We're
B-side
gonna
WWE.
politely, quietly close because we don't want to scare the seniors, but we're gonna go ahead and close Nostalgia Hall for this ride, okay, guys? Goldberg and Nash. Are you kidding me? Nash would be funny
Okay.
to see because he's just a delight, but
He's
another guy
just
retired.
a delight.
He's done.
He's done. He's done. Well, speaking of done, let's continue with some news. It looks like someone. I want to. I'd have to go back to get your early impressions, but
Oh,
a former TNA roster member, part of the Faya and Flava tag team with Tasha Steelz,
oh
that was
yeah.
one Kiera Hogan was. It appears no longer with AEW. Looks like probably an expired contract.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Kiera Hogan there? Obviously a former member of the roster, former
I think
Knockouts tag champ.
no matter what, we'd always love to see Kiera come back, but let's let things cool for her before we figure out what her next step is. Always great to see her. It'd be funny to have her come face to face with Tasha.
Yeah, the Order 4. Be like, what
what's
are you
up with
doing?
this?
What are
Hey,
you
sis,
doing,
what's
Tasha?
good?
Because I know that's a storyline that at times you've had issues with Ali's storyline.
Well, I had one
borders on some
issue
areas.
with it. They tastefully moved on from it. So
Which they have,
yes,
which is,
I feel
I
like
think
otherwise
also.
I've been pretty on board with the Ali thing, but that shit just didn't sit right with me. I'm always going to be honest. If there's just some things that I just don't think are appropriate, I'm going to say it. That's
Understood.
it.
Understood.
You were there, and if you know, you know, okay?
If you know, you know. Crap. But if you know, you're
watch
clicking that like button, you're following if you know, and you're ringing the bell for notifications. So make sure you're doing that and sharing. Tell your friends. It's great to see everybody, but we want to see some even new people here, because that's what it is. It's a gathering. It's a hangout, and we're just here to talk about some TNA. We're here to talk about the Hardys. We're here to talk about Joe Hendry. We're here to talk about Mike Santana.
We're here to
talk about that Trick Williams.
The show.
That's right.
And we'd like to hear your opinion, so be interactive in the chat, but be polite and be courteous and kind.
Yes, and we have a very polite.
Keep your weird porn thoughts to yourselves. Thank you very much.
Oh, Aaron Jack. No, I'll be too busy for Victory Road because we are winding up our road to Victory Road. With the
I feel like it would be
from today.
natural though. They should pay you to invade.
Hey, if someone was to reach out to me and get me to Orlando on Tuesday, I'm not going to say I won't do it.
Yes,
but it will already be a long travel weekend next weekend, so I was not planning on doing that. If there was some more advanced notice, maybe I would have. Who knows? Plus, TNA will be doing 3 nights in Orlando in November, so I will be planning on doing that.
That'd be cool. Wait, where are they going to be?
They're going to be at Full Sail in
Florida.
Post Bound for Glory, but not
Florida. Where all the cool kids live.
Florida territory, we call it.
Florida. You know what? The closest thing I have to Florida here is I can't even reach Florida water. If you know, you know.
Well, you know what they say about Florida? Clark. They don't close the state of Florida.
They got gators as like house pets.
They do got gators. So if I run into a gator, I will go the other way.
They don't have wild dogs, they have wild gators. Roaming the streets. Florida.
But if anybody else wants to bring up some news tidbits or other thoughts, just also FYI tonight, the Hardys are doing their thing along with Lish and Eddie Edwards. They were doing the first pitch to Hardys at Fenway Park tonight,
Where?
which they've been doing ahead of tapings
What is Fenway
and
Park?
all. Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, it's in Boston. Okay.
The Green Monster. So, but
Like
once again, Major
Massachusetts.
League Baseball, good relationships that obviously Ross Foreman, TNA have forged, but getting people, getting in front of people, letting them know about TNA and using the star power of people like the Hardys. Great to see. Good stuff. Good stuff. Definitely want to, because we did not get a chance to talk about it, but I see some mentions in the chat here from Dr. Gerbs about Jaka, who passed away. Also, a wrestler familiar with in this area, Evolve, Indies in kind of the Northeast. He seemed to be, for a while, was kind of a presence, part of Catch Point with like Hot Sauce, Drew Gulak, all those guys. So yeah, definitely sad to see that one. And I see our good friend J-Bone in the chat. Of course, even not here, loved watching him on Flow Slam. As we know, J-Bone loves his Flow Slam, and well, that was the Evolve place for a while. But we'll get there. I mentioned Mr. Anderson, so we'll mention it on the show, but I do want to also bring it up because she's also based in Minnesota, and she had the food truck, which I've talked about.
I'm so jealous of anybody who gets one of those barbecue Sundays.
There you go.
Jealous.
ODB, bam! Made an appearance on the show. Always great to see ODB. So, once again, we will. There were some new matches added. Another Bound for Glory match. We have a Hardcore War that came about over the course of tonight. We'll get into that. But the system, who I have random, like I got my my friends being like, I can't deal with this system as faces. Lish, that's a face. Like it's not working for them. Alicia, well, we'll get to it more in the show, but what is your thought on the system as faces?
I like it. I've said it before in the past that I'm a big fan of it. They were all due for it, especially Moose and Eddie Edwards.
The Moose is super over. One of the most over baby faces on the roster right now.
It's like, I feel like when it comes to certain things, you have to know when to pull the trigger on things. And I think that them going...
They got the timing right on this.
Yes, they nailed it. The whole team going face was a good move, and everybody's nailing it right now. It's like, because they're all beloved favorites when they're faces anyway. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it just
it took a while. Like, it was like tough. Like, Eddie was a face for so long. Like, heel Eddie was a tough one. Tough one for me personally. Because I've been kind of there.
He did a great job, him and Lish, both, especially when Lish fully committed to the bit. But
you want to know something?
And now she says it more gently. It's like a mom. Do you want to know something? like an angel sleeping on her Boston tongue.
She lays off the Boston a little bit. A little less Boston.
Less big boss energy.
So, all right, let's get to, hold on here. All right. We'll get into the show now that we've kind of hit that. Oh, I do want one last piece of news I don't want to overlook. Steve Macklin, as well as I believe Zaya Brookside, and I'll double check. They're going over to India. We had talked about during one of the news shows about Steve Macklin giving interviews about wanting to defend the title internationally. And he'll be part of a tour at a company in India that will feature a couple other TNA members and will be bringing the international title over there. So that's cool to see. Give that continue to build up that belt as a secondary belt. That's really really been a good job of making that a much more serious belt than it had been in the past. So yeah, they will be going to New Delhi for what's the company? I think it's Global Wrestling. So very cool. And also Steve Macklin will be doing. Let's see what. Oh, he did it this past weekend. The for the 9/11, like the trade center. They did what was it, the marathon? Him and Deanna, which was I believe they've done that in past years as well. But that was great to see. The good guys of TNA doing stuff in the community. But as we finish that up, we can now get into the review of the big shoe tonight.
We're there.
We made it's happened. It's happened. As drill. We're just over a week away from Victory Road. Victory Road.
VR.
So we start off with a team we were talking about all these people just now. Brian Myers from the System facing Mustafa Ali in our.
Well, that's what it started out as.
That's what it started out as, correct.
But it turned into a little more complicated.
It did. It got a little more complicated. So, yeah, like there was some shenanigans. Ali gets that win over Myers, but then after the match, like Myers goes after Ali, then it's everybody. Everybody's involved. Yeah. You get the face-off we've been waiting for, Moose versus Agent Zero. And headbutt, like out of nowhere. It's like, you're like, what are they going to do? It's like, boom! Like, I got a little headbutt there.
Yeah, I like that.
And
aggressive.
We get Santino Marella, that son of a gun. He's had enough. Order for the System, Hardcore War, Bound for Glory. So, matches are being set. The cards coming together at Bound for Glory.
Lines drawn.
Well, yeah, because this has been the big
boundaries
other than NXT and TNA. This is the big inside TNA feud going right now. And it's the System, Order 4. System looked like they had some early results, but then Order 4 has been kind of getting the better of them a lot lately. And obviously it's through shenanigans, but
it's because no one knows what to make of that big fella.
No one, that big fella, that big Zero.
The big fella in the suit. We're very baffled.
Everyone's baffled. They're like, he looks like William Trudeau, but nobody knows for sure. So we're there. But then we get Gia Miller. Mean Gia Miller. Interviewing the Nemeths. Once again, they're going to be facing the Hardys in the main event tonight for the tag titles, their contractual rematch. So we go from there. We get the personal concierge. Is trying to make a deal with Danny Luna to take out Indi Hartwell. What do you think's going on there? Like the concierge broker in business.
I wouldn't say it's that so much as he's just trying to use someone who's clearly hot-headed at the moment to soften
Okay.
asked by Elegance's new.
He found
I mean,
someone
he's
he
the
might be able to take
concierge.
advantage of.
So he's the Iceman, so he's got to pick away at things.
Oh, the Iceman.
He's the Iceman. He's got to pick away at things. He's got to keep the champagne cold somehow, right?
Oh, that's right.
And maybe we're gonna see a more like deeply deceptive side of like a little mind game kind of side of Iceman.
I would like that, like the mastermind, the pulling the
Yes.
strings. Oh, what do you got back there?
Petey Williams and Raven, their original TNA figures.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So have you now settled in? Is this kind of your space?
It's a work in progress. We're gonna really. It's like we've had some things come up, so we've been kind of slacking. But I want to get some lights going and fix it back here a little bit and stuff. I have ideas.
It'll look like a party.
Something like that. Just something
a podcast party.
Less bland. But yeah, so it's like I got a TNA poster. You can't really tell, but
it looks like J-Bone, the Fig Man. He is known.
Yeah, that's why I was pointing those out.
Yeah.
He was like, "Are those figs?" It's like, "Yeah, I've shown him before. It's Raven and Petey Williams."
Yeah, just
bought from the store when they were on the racks at Walmart.
Oh, on the racks. It's been a while since I
have the price tag for one of them. Or maybe this is the Luna figurine.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't think that's the
Access did not show the Nemeth interview. I guess it got cut. Maybe a commercial issue. Or they just didn't want to. Someone wanted to shut Ryan Nemeth up. I can't say I disagree with them.
I mean,
need an Iceman saying all you degenerates. He's been going heavy in the degenerate territory, which obviously Iceman, friend of the show, love the Iceman.
Pretty cool. I mean, he's already such a loyal henchman. It'd be nice to see him start playing a more manipulative game backstage with all their opponents.
Yes.
Instead of being so physical, it's more of like a mental mind game, like him riling up Dani, who's already a loose cannon. Like,
yeah, what are like? Well, we can get more into it later, but what are your thoughts on the Dani Luna, this version of Dani Luna?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for doing this.
We've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this.
We've been waiting for this, and I don't want to deal with the friend bullshit, which we kind of got with the Victoria.
We got a little bit of it.
Oh
yeah.
God, the Jody Threat thing. But
I
think
now that you mention it,
this form of Dani,
her podcast.
Yeah,
I want the Victoria podcast.
Yes. I know, but thank you. Whatever form of Dani Luna we're getting, I think is suitable for her heel character because it's someone who's being ruled. It's like a bull in a fucking china shop. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's how rage-filled she is, that she can't focus. And so when it's time to do her turnaround, it's going to be magical. I think this is
No, I'm a fan. This is where it needed to go. Like the thing, she went total heel, and I think I was like, "Yeah, awesome, woo!" Because
beat people up because you lost. Fuck yeah, because that's some old school shit. I want
badass Dani Luna.
I like to see that shit.
Yeah, it's like I'm not happy. I'm gonna whoop ass because that's what I do. Like that's what we've talked about. Like Jake something. Like that's what we want him to do. Just like I'm pissed off, I'm just gonna beat people up.
Yeah.
There you go.
A real heel just beats people up.
There you go. Well, yeah, when you're big and can do it. Well, speaking of someone that was beating people up in their day, we also got the appearance, obviously, of ODB in the house, which is great to see.
So jealous.
Knockout champ.
So mad. I get so mad. I just want a barbecue Sunday from ODB's meat truck.
Yeah, it is a good barbecue Sunday. It is a good barbecue Sunday. So, recommend.
Yeah,
Now,
sure.
J-Bone, who's Mr. Midwest. Some call him the mayor of the Midwest. At least I do. But have you ever had, Alicia, a Juicy Lucy cheeseburger? And do you know what I'm talking about?
What did you just say about my
Uh,
mother? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. A what?
do you know what a Juicy Lucy is?
I do not. Listen,
Okay.
I don't. Can you
Well,
explain what this is?
it is a famous Minnesota cheeseburger style. So what it is, it's a cheeseburger with no cheese on top of it. The cheese is in the inside of the patty. They take two
So it's
patties,
like an
form them.
infused
So it comes out, it's like a molten, like when it's done, it's a
lava,
molten
like a lava cake,
cheese. Yeah,
but
it's like
of
it really
cheese
it
and
is.
burger.
So like you bite into it, unless you let it cool down for a while, it's going to start like the cheese is going to start running out. But I went to the place that started it, and did get that. So because I'm like, I'm in Minnesota, I got to try the Juicy Lucy, and it was good. It was good. Not the best burger ever, but it was good. It was different.
I give it a
But
shot.
I thought Mr. Wisconsin
You
would
know
know all
what?
about this.
It's like when in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? And so why not eat a heart attack cheeseburger? A cheese
that's right.
infused lava cake
Yes.
cheeseburger.
There you go. But I've
had weirder things at the state fair, so
State
sign me
Fair's
up.
got wild stuff. The wildest food in the world at the
They
State
will
Fair.
deep fry anything at the state fair, and I'm a little concerned at this point.
Deep fry. Like they'll deep fry everything. Deep fry
butter.
like,
Do the deep frying butter.
Oh, they deep fry sticks of butter. Yeah, that's
What?
passe.
That's who's eating sticks of butter?
People.
Deep fried butter. No wonder we're an obese society who are eating deep fried fucking butter. I'm sure they're deep frying shoelaces and boots.
They might. They might.
If they got a good batter, I'm sure it's delicious.
There you go. Could put that on anything. So we go from there. We got our next matchup here.
Oh yeah.
Former member of the Northern Armory, Judas Icarus, with Travis Williams in his corner against the cleanser, Eric Young, who turned on his guys. So now they want some revenge. And
I mean,
yeah, what'd you think of this match?
I thought it was a really good match, actually. I think Judas Icarus gave Eric Young a run for his money. Sorry, I had to really think about that because the Judas Icarus is a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. Like he put a lot of work into that name.
He was doing a lot of tricky moves, and I can appreciate that. Dude's really talented in the ring, and he gave Eric Young a run for his money. I'd like to see a cleanup of whatever he's got going on, though. Very twitchy gimmick.
Well, I think it was even twitchier in the past. Like
it was,
like
but
they
it's
might
a little
be
too
smoothing it out.
twitchy for me. They should just smooth it straight up.
A little more smooth. A little more
more mystery and less weird guy in the alley. You know what I mean?
It's a fine line.
Judas Icarus.
You don't want to go full guy in the alley.
Poetic, not guy in the alley. Listen, we already got a weird guy in a van gimmick with JDC. We don't need another weird guy in an alley.
And once again, congrats to JDC on getting married recently.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't think it's a wrestler. I don't think it's a wrestler.
It doesn't matter. Love is love. Yeah,
good for JDC.
Marriage is fun. Me and my husband just celebrated our 3rd year anniversary yesterday. So yay. People.
I feel like I knew them when they were kids.
We were young. No, we weren't young. We're not young. We did it the right way.
There you go. That's smart. Smart. But now, what'd you think in this match? Judas Icarus wins.
He did, but a little shenanigans happened. I think
there was some, because
little
you
Joe
say his
Henry.
name.
Nobody said his name. But Joe Henry
somebody
showed
said it
up to
somewhere.
give Eric Young his lick back because, hey, if you're going to fuck with me, it's Joe Henry. It's his job and duty to fuck with you.
Well, yeah, he had sweet revenge on his mind, and
Yes.
he got it here on Eric Young, who was not happy on being distracted and getting the L here.
Yeah, Eric was not thrilled at the turn of events.
No,
and
he
decided
world-class maniac.
Because, right, you always get a big fine when you attack an official. So
he attacked the official. He's got to go. That's got to be a suspension.
He's in big trouble, mister. That's why he might have a hard time leading the charge to the NXT invasion. Right?
Yeah,
we're all on the same page with that's what's happening. I don't watch NXT, so I don't. Yeah.
So that's he's causing trouble. He's a maniac. He's a world-class maniac. But I feel like he needed
something.
I'm very intrigued.
And
I'm intrigued by the cleanse.
And,
will it be VBD part 2, or will it be something very different? I don't know. Although now you say that, I want him to just to be like do a Mr. Clean gimmick and clean everything. Do you know Joe Clean? Have you seen Joe Clean on the?
I have not.
Oh, because he does some shows. He does at AXW in Hamburg. I think I've seen him in some other PA shows.
Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Other than 2300 Arena, we rarely go to PA shows, but I'm learning.
It's mainly Jersey.
Without giving away where I am, there are a lot of feds near us.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he made his way, but he does pretty much Mr. Clean. He wears like the white jeans and like a white shirt, and he has no hair. So he brings a broom to the ring.
I hate to be that asshole, but I don't love those kind of gimmicks.
Well, I think it's great on like an indie. I think like you need to mix in some of those on like an indie show. But then, like AEW, like I was a fan of Orange Cassidy on the indies, but I'm like, there's no way that works for a big audience, ever.
For a minute it did, and then he couldn't do it anymore. I caught an orange once from Orange Cassidy for a while at an indie show. That was weird.
Like I remember seeing Orange Cassidy at the closed Foot Locker.
That's where I caught the fucking orange. Mall. I was there. It was at the Phillipsburg Mall, which is no longer there anymore.
The P-Burg Mall.
The only thing left is the
if you can find footage of it, you might see both Alicia and me.
I have pictures
before knowing each other.
Yeah, that was before we started doing the show. 2017,
what was that?
I want to say, or 2016.
Yeah, that was like 7 years ago. 7-8 years ago, probably.
Yeah. Because the Phillipsburg Mall's been closed, and then they just recently demolished it. The only thing left is the Kohl's now, and then all the restaurant, like the fast food places that were on the outskirts of it.
Yeah, White Castle.
Yeah. Well, that's up the road a little bit from
a little bit further.
But it's like
it's not right near the mall. You're right. Yeah.
Starbucks, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, and Panera Bread, I think. But yeah, that Foot Locker show at the abandoned mall.
It's infamous.
I got the orange.
Gary's asking who is the new referee. Obviously, because that's who took a bump here. He's normally like at a lot of recent rounds.
I didn't recognize
he's been the guy on the bell. I think he's refereed a match here and there in the past, but he's been mainly on the bell. And I don't want to get it incorrect. I'm not 100% sure on his name, so I don't want to get it wrong. If any of our friends from TNA are there, and what to say. Because also, I don't know if I don't think they announced the name. I wait till they say what the name is that they're using as the referee. I don't think they said anything during the match. Like, this is referee Jimmy. I don't think they said anything. So, but if I missed it, let me know if anyone else in the chat knows. I always like to give the zebras some rub. So after that, we get, which I have a feeling Alicia may not be a fan of, but we got Victoria Crawford's
How did you
podcast,
know?
Mentor You, with Gia Miller. Well, it's with Jody Threat is the guest, but it's Gia Miller reveals that she has asked Santino to lift Tessa Blanchard's suspension. And she's warning her to never touch her again. What are your thoughts on this? We kind
Gina
of
says she's gonna fuck her up.
you might get Revolver Gia.
The only interest I have in this is to see what Gia actually does to Tessa. Because at this point, are we getting the transition? I've been saying this for however long the storyline's been going on. Are we going to get wrestler Gia? Is she making the transition? Or will it be a dual role where, hey, people get too feisty with her, she has to smack them down in the ring? She has to be mean Gia. Mean Gia Miller.
She's nice Gia Miller, then she's mean Gia Miller.
She's mean Gia.
Do you think we get it at Bound for Glory?
I don't care when we get it. I just want it. I don't give a shit. Just give it to us.
Give me what I want.
Give me what I want. Give me what I need, and that's Gia Miller yoking up Tessa Blanchard. Because it's just, wow, that's high ambition that she's telling Tessa's homie, hey, she can come back, but you tell your girl I'm gonna fuck her up if she touches me one more time. Listen, that's a bless your heart, and I don't. I'm with that. That's
the old. You get the bless your heart.
That's a bless your heart, and that's a bless your heart. And in Southern speak, I don't mess with that.
Now,
that's the man down the alley speak.
Critical Sting is more speaking my language here. Mentor You feels like a callback to the gimmicky backstage segments on Impact days, i.e., Swingers Palace, Locker Room Talk, OG Treehouse.
It's just unnecessary. And
I get.
Like, really, all she does is talk about Tessa. So, like, really, what is the
mentor? They're talking about Tessa. She's talking about her best friend.
It's a waste of her character.
Okay, I'll see that.
I feel, again, I never want to downgrade these people, and I feel like there could be better effort going into some of their storylines, and whatever this is, it just feels forced, and she's doing the best with the material she's being given, but it's just not great.
All right. I want more. I want more Victoria, but you're right. I think, and we'll see when Tessa's back what they do with it.
Yeah.
But like her going around doing the mentor thing with the wrestlers when Tessa first was gone, I like that. They haven't hit their stride yet. Like, I think if you could match a Swingers Palace, some of the locker room talk.
Give her a Swingers Palace, though, not whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, it's trying to be like the thing on a podcast. So I'm not going to throw stones here at the podcast. But
everybody, listen, from one podcaster to another, everybody's got a fucking podcast.
Everybody's got a podcast.
Do we need another podcast?
The new Ghostbusters movie named the character podcast. Where are we? What are we doing?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't even have a name. His name was Podcast.
Sad.
Sad.
That's all I have to say about that. It's depressing.
All right. So, but speaking of the Treehouse. The Rascals are celebrating at the Treehouse after Myron Reed got his X Division title opportunity last week. Santino pays them a visit, and
It's a contest.
likes the idea of some more matches with the Rascals facing off against each other.
Mm-hmm.
What? Causing problems, that Santino. And Santino, he was getting a lot of guff the other day because he made this match, the Trick versus Obafemi match. There were people like not happy with Santino.
Yeah, because that's some turncloakery.
Maybe like Santino, could he turn heel during this whole thing?
I think he is one. It's like Joe Hendry. I don't believe for 2 seconds Joe Hendry is a face, and I believe this whole time he is a snake oil salesman.
Ah, there you go. Well, I still remember like when he did that return to TNA and he was doing the stuff from like the UK, the videos. Like in the hospital and stuff.
I believe he's the
sinister.
Devil.
It was sinister.
That's what I'm saying. I believe this whole time it's like it's the devil in disguise. Like and the way he's so convincing is because he's charismatic and has a great smile.
Oh,
but one day
can't trust it.
He's gonna come out in the red satin, not the blue.
Oh, now that would be something.
Calling it.
How many of those blue satin shirts do you think he owns?
Too many.
Do you think he just has a closet of them?
Unfortunately.
He goes through them. He has like the Monday blue shirt, the Tuesday blue shirt.
I don't know what it is, but in the early 2000s, there was a big trend with wearing those kinds of satin, or like Chris Jericho used to wear the textured holographic shirts and stuff like that. The Teddy Hart shirts, that's basically what they all are. Just different fabrics. And
that was a trend. It was a trend.
What that shirt was.
The trend, and I'm not talking about Matt Taven. Shout out Matt Taven. But shout out to Miracle Mike Bennett, one of my favorites from TNA, and still one of the best banger theme songs in TNA history.
Yes.
Bring it back.
They are Ring of Honor?
They're Ring of Honor in AEW, yes. But it was good to see them, because always big fan of those fellas. But
I think the favorite part of this. Wait. My favorite part about this segment was the fact that Santino gets the contact high, and then he goes, "Yo, pass those cheese puffs and their carrots." And it's like, of course, the Rascals would eat carrots instead of cheese puffs.
Those rascally rascals.
It's because they're fucking rabbits.
Rabbits.
Yeah, they are. I'm convinced.
I'm with you.
They're the Tricks rabbit in human form.
Ah, the Tricks rabbit. Now, what was your thoughts on the Tricks rabbit?
You need to bring them back because, like...
Did you want the rabbit to always get the tricks? And you thought the kids were the Joe Hendry of commercials?
I used to get fucking pissed. I still feel like enraged. Like, why wouldn't anybody give the goddamn rabbit some tricks?
Yeah, give him his bowl of tricks.
Give it, just a bite. Give him, you can take some out of the bowl and throw it at him, and he can have some tricks.
Those are spoiled brats. Those kids.
Silly rabbit tricks are for kids. How do you know he's just not, he's a kid? How do you know he's not? He's just tall for his age.
Tall rabbit.
Maybe I'm defensive because in 5th grade I was the tallest kid.
You felt like the Tricks rabbit not getting your
tricks. Felt like I needed some goddamn tricks in my life. Goddamn pretty tricks.
Well, we don't get tricks yet. We don't get trick yet, but we do get a little bit of knockouts action. It's the Elegance brand against Masha Slamovich and the Inspiration. Thoughts on this one, Alicia?
I thought this was a fun match, and I like where it's leading. I think both sides did well on triple teaming up on whoever got thrown into the corners, and a lot of really good spots, and everybody looked on par. I liked it. It was fun.
I agree. And
Mm-hmm.
you got to have the Elegance brand because obviously they have all the gold. They're just covered in gold. So you can't have them lose a match like this against what you would call even in this instance a platypus of a like you have the Inspiration. But
Yeah,
Masha, what's her connection to the Inspiration?
right. It's like
It's
the
just that
only
they're
thing is
challengers
the
for the belts.
Inspiration. They're all challengers for the belt. Would be the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon there.
Kevin Bacon. Footloose. All right.
We don't allow dancing in this town.
Yeah, well, why can't we go to simpler times where the biggest
No
fights were
dancing.
against no dancing? Come on.
Ugh.
Do you think Masha was showing a fun side during this match with the Inspiration?
Doesn't she always? I've seen this woman smash light tubes over ex-lovers. Like,
That's what I think. If you're
doesn't she
thinking of like
always?
Masha, violent Masha, then that would seem a little
Always with a
Masha having
smile.
fun.
She's so ladylike. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think if they're gonna put her, it's one of those situations where if they're gonna make someone the face of the company, they do have to be able to smooth out and be the face. You know what I mean? So like,
Mm.
yeah, she's got to learn to have fun.
But what would you think of Ash ending this match with a little champagne to the eyes of Lei Ying Lee?
I think that's of the Elegance branding.
Very
Yeah,
elegant.
a little
I didn't
splash of
see it.
champagne. I
Yeah, it
didn't
was
see
just
anything. I must have got some champagne in my eyes because I didn't see her do nothing.
that's right. That's right. That's the rumor that
Yeah,
people are trying to say, but we don't buy it. We do get the
I'm
Bioflex.
blinded by the glitter and the lights. I didn't.
That's the
It
thing.
must
It's just
have
so elegant.
just.
You can't even tell.
It's,
But we do get the Bioflex injury report. Mike Santana is cleared following an upper back injury. Moose is uncertain following a head injury. Was
ooh.
that a headbutt from earlier? The Hardys and the Nemeths are cleared ahead of tonight's main event. So that's good to hear. We're on track for our main event. Now, we already had the Mentor You podcast, but now we get an in-ring segment with pretty much one of the main ones. Like it's becoming more and more regular. Frankie Kazarian, the King's Speech. And who's his guest, Alicia? The one, the only, Mr. Anderson is the guest of one Frankie Kazarian. Thoughts on this? And obviously, Frank, well, I'd have to look back. We may have briefly talked about Mr. Anderson because he was supposed to be on the No Place Like Home show that was right before the pandemic. Although I guess that's when we both kind of came on the show. So we never, unless there was some fallout of that not happening, I don't know if we ever really discussed it. But since we haven't, what are your thoughts? Like, were you watching TNA closely at the time when Mr.
Yeah.
Anderson was like
Yeah.
world champion, aces and eights, and all that?
I was watching all that.
Were you in Bethlehem during the infamous end of his run and the talk show he did? Huh. That's what it was the huh.
I
Huh.
was at the Bethlehem show where I believe Havoc did her first run and she was women's champion.
Okay.
So I don't believe that was the same show. It's like
Okay.
Crazy Steve was still with the Menagerie. Um,
Oh yeah,
2014, I want to say that was. Where was that
that's yeah, because
the
that's when they started running Bethlehem,
mhm.
which be great if
The
they kept
Hardy
going.
Boys were
I'm a fan.
still. Well, at least Jeff Hardy was still with the company. I believe Matt was too. Um,
Uh-huh. Now,
yeah.
Critical Stig, is that because you know of it, or do you actually not know of this? Because honestly, I don't. I'm trying to remember if it even made air because it was a hot mess. The segment, like I have to. My
I
memory's not
see
even. I was there
in
live. I don't know
TNA
if
and
it ever
its
made
hot
TV.
mess segments.
Oh, that was a hot mess segment.
There's
But
been
what are
a
your
lot.
thoughts about seeing Mr. Anderson back, at least for now?
Well, I get the impression from what happened that he might be potentially doing a match,
It
teaming with
seems that way.
Macklin.
It
Because
definitely
obviously
seems that
Macklin
way.
came down, and obviously Jake Something is choosing his alliance with Kazarian, which I think will prove to be interesting.
Hmm. I
I you know
agree.
it's cool. I don't. It's like even though I was watching, I wasn't into like dirt sheets, and so I don't really know the controversy behind him leaving and none of that shit. I don't really give a shit. I always thought he was entertaining enough, so why
Oh
not?
yeah.
Why not bring him back and let him get his redemption arc? You know what I mean? So
No, I was glad to see it, like because I
yeah,
was a fan when he was yeah,
Kennedy.
Critical Stig. Of course, you know. I thought so. It was short lived, like Raquel. Yes, yes, it was very short. Man, he's going with the Raquel thing. Oh, that's. Do you remember the Raquel thing? It was
You
so
remind.
brief. It was what was her name? Like I guess she
I
had
feel
come from
like yes,
WWE. Her name was Gabby, I think something. And it was like a weird angle. It was like Lashley was involved with it. So that's the era we're
vaguely,
talking about. But
vaguely.
yeah, it was something like they really pushed for like 2 weeks, and then it just like died on a vibe. It's like yeah, let's
That's
forget
the
about that
business,
one.
baby.
Sometimes they just don't have it.
There, I feel like even watching WWE or any kind of wrestling through the years, there were plenty of times where like you get invested in something and then it would just get dropped. Like,
Yeah, it happens. It happens like with anything. Like yeah, like
well,
and like
you
you
know,
might
there's
be
so
digging
many
it, but then they're like,
stipulations.
nah, ain't
Yeah,
working.
it's like yeah, backstage they didn't like it or something didn't fit or whatever. Or someone gets injured and it just becomes undoable. Like, there's always some kind of weird thing that kind of hinders things sometimes, unfortunately.
Exactly. Now we do get another match here. Uh Danny Luna versus Indy Hartwell, as we saw earlier with the Iceman. And this was quick because of what happened. But what are your thoughts? Like, I think this is definitely telling the story that we want to see from Danny Luna.
I think it's good. I unfortunately left the room for some of this.
Oh, and if you left
I was
the
eating
yeah, that
burritos, so I
oh
missed a little bit of this one. So
well, like Indy wins, but it's because Danny quickly got a chair. uh,
oh yeah,
so she kind of
so that's what I mean. She's like a bull in a china shop, smashing everything all to
yes,
smithereens because
that's
she's
how
so
it should
rage
be.
fueled and she sees red. She can't see the forest for the trees, so therefore
Correct.
she's like a danger to herself as well as others. I like it.
Yes,
I think
I like
she
it.
this
I like it a lot. Like it a
yes.
lot.
She's
So
like
no,
a
no, I'm
fucking
like,
werewolf.
oh yeah.
Ooh, howling at the
And
moon. I'm in.
now after the match, Danny continues to beat down with the chair. Zaya and Lady Lee come out, and now a couple weeks ago, I guess they've been toying with these team names, but it seems like there might be an official name now.
They're a team.
I, they are a team, but they might have an actual name. I was a fan of when it seemed like they were teasing Desire due to the old days with Jeremy Borash, but
Uh,
it looks like that will be the Angel Warriors as their name. which kind of makes sense. That's their gimmick, like the angel
Cool.
and a warrior, the Angel Warriors. So, but watch out, Team Elegance in that case. You get a name, that means something's happening.
I feel like you get a name, it's official.
I like how I just started a whole trend in our chat now about the gimmicks of 2016 TNA. The Josh Matthews
Spiritual advisor, Matt Seidel's third eye.
Third eye. Like there was a lot of things going on
A lot of guru gimmicks, and
there was some good stuff, but
Sanjay Dutt was doing some. Oh wait, no, that might have been before. That's earlier 2000s. Sanjay Dutt was doing.
Although no, I think there may have still been some left over. Not as much though. Sanjay.
2016. It feels like 2016 and 2017 was like the last great years of independent wrestling. I can't explain it because there's still good stuff going on. I don't mean to put it that way. Like if you were around on the scene and going to shows around that time, it was like a pinnacle because there were so many incredible names on the independents that like every match, everything you went to was like an amazing show.
Well, I think that's because I being there, I remember it. Like people were downing the product back then in that time period a lot. But you look back at it today, like you use revision.
It's the best time.
Like a ton of talent back then. Some was known, some wasn't. It turned into like, oh, that person's really, really good.
Yeah.
But I think that always happens. You look back at these eras, which are ripping, like they'll be like, oh man, the main event scene's not good, the knockout scene's not good, or the tag division's light. But then you look a couple years from now, you're like, oh, they were loaded then.
Yeah.
Now, not to say the storylines might not, like Critical Sting, like he's hitting on stuff there with Aiden O'Shea, the randomly employed bodyguard, old Conway. Yeah, like there were some stinkers. There were some stinkers in there too.
There always is.
But there was some really good stuff too. So, but we go from there, and this was amusing. We get someone we saw last week come out, AJZ, saying that he technically defeated. Yeah. He
not Tarzan Duran.
Not Tarzan Duran. He defeated Mike Santana after Trick Williams.
He wears shorts.
Oh, he does.
Really short shorts. He must know.
But he got a lot of mic time here, and he's ready for a rematch, which Santana does almost immediately. But after the bell, Mike Santana is blindsided by Ridge Holland from NXT. Now, Alicia, my guess is you're probably going to say, I have no clue who that guy is.
He sounds like a geographical term.
You're not wrong.
He's a ridge I'd find in Holland.
Ridge Holland. There you go. Make a turn at the Ridge Holland.
You make a turn at the Ridge Holland.
It's like a left at Albuquerque. Make a turn at the Ridge Holland.
Yeah.
But obviously, like I said, how we started off the show with the news of TNA and NXT, this definitely feels like this was their part of the show that was getting that through. Like I said, we'll see what it leads into on Tuesday. But that's kind of, this could be the start of what this invasion angle might look like.
Yes.
We get we find out what's going to be on tap for the Go Home show. And that will be the Rascals versus Cedric Alexander and Leon Slater. Victoria Crawford versus Jody Threat. And as you said earlier, the confirmed return match of Mr. Anderson.
Oh, so I called it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and Steve Backlund versus Jake Something and Frankie Kazarian. And the final negotiation between the Hardys and Team 3D. So a loaded go-home show for Victory Road. And it's all about that nostalgia. You got to have some nostalgia.
You're missing two very important parts of adding whole ingredient, and it's just not the same. So we're just gonna close Nostalgia Hall for now.
Oh, or you're talking going all, well, see, because you're going all the way back. Are you going all the way back to Edge and Christian? You're like the WWE ladder match? Or are you talking about the
quintessential tables, ladders, and chairs?
Okay.
Was the Dudleys, the Hardys, and Edge and Christian. And if you're not going to do it right, well, you can still do it, but it's not.
Well, but see, I'm an
asshole. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Nostalgia Hall closed. Slamming the doors, chaining them shut. Get it right or don't do it at all.
But in my mind, that's WWE nostalgia. For my TNA nostalgia.
Yeah, TNA nostalgia. Okay. I will
Christian
shackle the doors and throw them open.
Like Christian, he's got TNA nostalgia.
Everyone's Cheerios.
But Edge, and I like Edge. Edge was like the Edge, like SmackDown era Edge was like, that's like, he was the guy on that show.
The mysterious warrior Edge. That was like the best gimmick ever that they did.
And then obviously you go back to his early days with Gangrel. We're all about Gangrel, the Brood.
Before the Brood. When he was the lone guy with the trench coat and the Ray-Bans.
Trench coat and Ray-Bans.
You think you know me, guy. You think you know me, guy. What I allow you to know. You're just a puppet. Oh, can I get copyrighted for that? Shit.
Nah.
Okay, I think we're good. It's spoken poetry. You don't know. Nobody remembers. You remember? I remember.
We never remember. But
if you want to know, remember. Listen, I've been watching wrestling since the fucking 80s. Like, there's a lot going on up here. I don't remember the dates, but I remember the things.
Yes. All the 80s. All the 80s. The good stuff. Although there's good stuff today. So, and the good stuff we get is a main event here. Tag team titles on the line. Hardy's defending against the Nemeths, determining who is the best brother tag team in TNA. And it was not a shot. It's the Hardy. But also the main event here.
At some point, my eyes glazed over, and I just thought of everybody doing a coordinated dance.
Yeah, and then I see CJ mentioning here because they did we had Matt Cardona on commentary, but also Carlos Silva and Anthem board member Rick Urban were ringside for the main event, which they pointed out. Oh, you get the now? Why the?
I give it a thumbs down because I don't want to see the board members. Okay.
It was interesting that they brought a board member. Like I get Carlos for title matches. I see what they're doing there. But you're right, the board member that surprised me. I wonder if there's a reason for that. If it's going to be part of something.
Who is that board member? Because I feel like at one point I heard Tom or Matt say something along the lines of that's a former tag champion. Oh. Is he a former wrestler? Do some research, guys, because I don't know. But maybe he was referencing the Nemeth brothers, but I feel like he was talking about that one guy. Because it was after he pushed him back or some shit.
I don't think so. I don't think
so.
No,
okay. Jeez.
Yeah, he's
he must have been talking about the Nemeth. Okay.
Yeah, because Mr. Business, I'll call him.
Oh,
Like he was pharma. Like I'm just kind of looking at the old resume.
the old resume.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar. Like honestly, like I did really like there live. I didn't know who he was. Like
Okay.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, he's a guy hanging out with Carlos. I really didn't know him.
I was like, oh, the guy and the lady hanging out. It's just the board members. Nothing like putting some suits in a segment. Awkward. Nothing.
Well,
no, there was nothing awkward about it at all. It's just.
It was his birthday.
Oh.
It was. I do remember that now.
Really?
It was his birthday. But yeah, there was some kind of angle going on there, and I really wasn't sure what it was all about. And who knows? Maybe there'll be more of a fallout.
Well, I'm gonna shut up.
But our main event, it had some stuff go back and forth. Ryan gets into a confrontation with the board member, which I was like, ooh, like where'd they go with this? Like,
it's his birthday.
Got to get a little bump on the outside. I was waiting for him to come over the guardrail and really get it, but
are we doing this for every board member's birthday? Oh, it's so.
It's a one-off. It's a one-off.
So sweet.
But, we'll see if there's an aftermath next week or on the socials, which there might be. To make it make a little more sense, but I'm not really sure
so cute. I'm sad there weren't no balloons.
It's all about the balloons. We need balloons. So, but after all this, they have their match, and the champs come out on top. Which, a lot of us were like, well, what's going to happen? Will the Hardys have the titles going into Bound for Glory? And after today, it looks like they will.
Yes.
So, but that is the show. That's how we ended. We ended with the. Oh no, hold on. I speaketh too soon. Because I do want to put out that obviously Cardona was on commentary and he did play a part there in stopping the tag title belts from being used as weapons. Because those Nemeths, those Hollywood heels were trying to be
those
nefarious.
brothers.
Those brothers.
those darn brothers.
They did not come out victorious. So the Hardys, the prize of the tag division remains with them. So good to see.
We were saying they got the power up when they took their white shirts off.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And got the energy boost. They'll
they do.
Super Saiyan, right? Is that what the Dragon Ball Z is?
Get the Janko jeans, got the shirts.
The Janko jeans and the big old white hair.
But good show, a lot going on. Had some obviously the Mr. Anderson, the ODB.
Love it.
Had someone from NXT show up. Had some good knockouts action. And obviously the System Order 4 stuff. So and obviously the Hardys coming out on top. And like I said, a month ago, I was thinking they might not get out of it because you could have a separate tag title match and the Hardys versus Team 3D. But now it'll be interesting to see how that plays into the confrontation between Team 3D and the Hardys next week on the Go Home show for Victory Road. So that's the show. Any final thoughts, Alicia?
We're heading somewhere, and it feels nice.
I agree. There's storytelling being done here. Love that. And we'll see. We'll see what the now that the suspension has been lifted. Tessa Blanchard maybe on the horizon. Victoria Crawford's best friend, as she's known as well. So we'll see what happens there. But things are coming to a head as we enter Victory Road, and then Bound for Glory right after. It's gonna be quick, quick turnaround, and then obviously I think big stuff's probably gonna go down this Tuesday at NXT. So stay tuned. Should be a lot of TNA news over the next week as we get into Victory Road. But once again, thanks for J-Bone being in the chat as he's recovering. Uh, Hopefully, you'll see him on either a TNI program or Smash This podcast in the near future. But speaking of, smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring the bell for notifications for when we go live, or if you missed us live, feel free to comment, still share, and hopefully you can join us next time we go, which is every Thursday after TNA Impact, and you will get the cast of characters that shows up that night. So Alicia, thank you for being here
Thank
tonight,
you.
and thank all of you for coming here, and we will see you next week uh, on a new edition of the TNI show. Good night, everybody. We will see you next week.
Sweet dreams.